Up to pressurized ship yet. I think we're kind of sort of starting on that. We're rank 5. I think we're getting up to pressurized ships. We just got told in game about the being able to like replenish oxygen and stuff from the ship. They just told us about that, so I think we're up to that point. But I'm in the middle of a different ship right now that doesn't have pressurization. I think we're just finishing it off this shift, and then we can start with something a bit more recent.
Genetic backup complete. Pattern deviation nominal.
Is Iver 100 bits? Thank you very much. Oh yeah, hype train. Look at that, level 1's done. I never see level 1. Even with this new chat pop out, I don't see level 1. But how am I so bad at seeing it? I'm pretty sure it's me. Because this is literally just the Twitch chat popped out. Like, if I couldn't see it, then nobody could see it. I'm just super daft. We had... I think we just upgraded equipment, didn't we? We upgraded our grapple to be a bit longer range. Yeah. Spent a lot of our LYNX tokens doing that. And... oh, there's repair kits. That's what that's all about. Rank 7 for that. Thrusters rank 7. Rank 6, I can get tether amount 1. More tethers. Nothing really for the helmet or suit, and the demo charge is 11. So 7 and 8 are going to be big ones. Not a whole lot for rank 6. May or may not save up. See how it goes. And continue, because I think... oh. Okay, apparently not. We can't continue. So we've got... the Arcadian Hammerhead 12. The mackerel. Or they're all mackerels. Heavy or light cargo mackerel. This guy's got a power cell, it's got a reactor, it's got thrusters. They all do, except this guy. This one doesn't have a power cell. Slightly less electric. This is over the 3 million on this guy.
1000 bits, minus 100 bits processing fee, 200 bits visual display fee and 500 bits Brian royalties. Have a good shift, Shipbreaker.
Oh man, thank you, Cav. 100 bits processing fee. You forgot to charge me for actually showing me how many bits I got. That's like another 150 bits right there. But thank you, Cav. God damn it. I think I'll go for this guy. It's a heavy boyo. But 3 million value? Ah, visual display fee 200 bits? Okay, yeah, sure. Gotcha. You got that covered. Okay, cool. Let's go! I actually still have thrusters even, too. Do I remember how to play this? That's the question. Ripping something out. What is that? Ah, fuel tank. I'm not sure how I managed to grab that, actually. What, do they just got a fuel tank hanging out outside the ship? It's odd. Really odd. I feel like that's odd. Yeah, bits and bobs outside the ship. Let's do it. We're gonna continue with the fuel and oxygen being a thing, because I have to restart, it turns out, to change that. And it seems like there's solutions in play to make it a little more manageable. So we'll see. Put up with it for the time being. Come on, you. Like, there's ways you can get oxygen from the pressurized ships, apparently, and you get, I assume, bigger reserves and stuff like that. So it's all kind of okay. And that we have to go inside and unlock it. We figured that out last time. Actually, the cap that we just took off, I can maybe even leave on. I might not need to worry about that. And these outer bits, I suppose I could probably ignore these two for the time being and take them off on the next shift. Because these might not be worth very much. I never paid too much attention to it. It's just a bit that needs to be lopped off, so I just kind of went for it. It's a pretty big chunk, though. Yeah, no fuel outside the ship. Maybe I managed to grab the tank before the full ship is rendered. Amazing. Oh, there you go. Speedrun strat. I ripped it out through the wall. Man, interesting. So this whole thing here. In for processing, but let's do this the smart way. Yeah-ish. Get in there. Kinda sorta. Curious how much this is actually worth, if it's even worth really doing. Yeah, kinda sorta. But really just kinda sorta. Ah. Guess I could've linked this to it too.
Warning, tethers depleted.
Whoosh. Head down. Okay.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
Knock off hype train. Hey, there you go. That was it. Did you see it? The hype train. Right in there. It was not a lot. But I think that might be something we do next shift, generally. I don't think they're required for accessing anything. Like, we could just leave them on. Maybe even we could take off part of the wall here to access it.
Salvage
Not sure.
secured. Credits deposited.
You know, actually, we might need to take off the outer bits there, the wings, so we can take off the wall panel if we want to cut off the computer components. If we want to keep doing it that way. Because that seemed quite okay, rather than ripping the individual computers out, assuming this has that. We just attach the wall that they're connected to and then send the wall into the barge.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
What is this? An asteroid shard? Jesus. It's a fucking heavy thing, that. A lot of asteroid shards in here. And this is the disconnect that we need.
Warning, your oxygen reserves are dropping below statistically.
So we can pull
profitable
the
levels.
thruster out of there. Oof. The airlock, I think, is on the side.
No tethers remaining.
Ugh. I just figure I want to get the barge, or the patch into the barge anyway.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
But I think the airlock is along this side. Oh yeah, I forgot tethers. Damn it. We're just doing a no tether challenge run.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Can we pull anything else through here? Yeah, kinda. Eh. Yeah, I don't think I can get this thing to turn. Maybe if I bump into it here. Yeah. Yeah, kinda. Sorta. I don't think that'll fit still, though. We'd have to pivot like hell. So, let's try... getting the reactor out of here first, then. And be really careful around these cargo boxes. Yeah. Just, you know, be a bit gentle with it. Come on, you. Boom. Okay.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
The platform that the reactor is on wants to be processed, but the reactor itself is the important bit there. That's worth a lot, and that needs to be barged. So I just dunked the whole thing into the barge, because if I take the reactor off, it'll start to
Salvage deposit accepted.
what?
Credits
Do
transferred.
bad reactor things. And we don't want it doing bad reactor. Because then I got like a time limit to get it into the barge or something like that. I don't know. I don't want to mess with that.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
And you know what? The people working the barge, not my problem if they got a little bit of processed material that I threw in there. Not my fault. That's their job. That's what they signed up for. It's up to them to separate the stuff out. I ain't doing it. Come on.
Got about 5 minutes left in this shift, Cutter. Don't bite off more than you can chew. Weaver out.
These asteroid bits will have to
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
we'll have to tether them. They're very heavy. They're probably worth quite a bit though. Okay. Oxygen, fuel, tethers.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Welcome to Venditron 9000. Thank you for your purchase. Thank you for your purchase.
Tethers restored.
I think the sides, I'll leave the sides for now. The cockpit, I might just barge the whole thing. That the whole panel that we've just moved? Yeah. There you go. That's a bit of a nice way to get stuff ready and get out. Good luck.
Valuable object processed.
Ooh, how about?
Credits deposited.
Were you free? Yeah, you're also free.
Caution.
You
Cutter
too.
supplies are low.
And that... I think that's the whole cockpit. Which has a lot of objects in it. We take the bunny. And get the asteroid chunks out of here. Largely it.
All right, Cutter. Wrap it up. You got about a minute left.
Oh, I'm rapping. I'm rapping so good. Oh, you know what I could have taken off first was this face shield bit that it's got. That's all processor. Gonna be a bit of wasted money. Go, go, go. Get out of there. You keep going.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Faster, faster, faster. Hey, it skipped 4 seconds. I saw that. Ah. Oh, we still made profit. I think we're okay to go back into that for the second shift, and I don't think that the face shield thing even made it in.
License upgraded.
The bit with the reactor stopped halfway. Did it too? Man. Definitely got to go back for it then. I kind of assumed that it would just maintain momentum and keep going. What makes it stop? Yeah, we'll go back in. Should be easily up to the next threshold then if the reactor didn't even make it in. Hello, Thorgan.
Shipbreaker.
Welcome, welcome.
Please enjoy the following inspirational
Oh god, we're being
message.
yelled at again. Hazard
Success
level
is not the
5.
key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. If you love what you do,
Pressurized. Pressurized
you will be
pockets.
successful.
Breaching spaces incorrectly can lead to an explosive decompression. Cause damage to valuable salvage and LYNX equipment. Do not intentionally use explosive decompressions, so-called controlled decompressions, to enact rapid salvage. Reminder that your activity while in the salvage bay is monitored. Some ships may come with damaged atmosphere regulators, which does not allow for an authorized and safe decompression procedure. Okay. So make use of standardized atmosphere regulators located throughout a ship. We'll see, but if we leave it pressurized, we can get oxygen from the ship, I think. Somebody had mentioned that the other day.
Hey, Cutter. You're gonna start getting pressurized ships now. Lou and I will show you the ropes when you're ready.
The tutorial? Can't wait. God damn it. Look at that. It's so close.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Yay, salvage goal.
Salvage gained. Credits awarded.
Welcome to Vintage-Ron 9000. Thank you for your purchase.
Tethers restored.
Have a nice day.
Get in there. What are you? Some big chunk to process?
Salvage
Yeah,
deployment
all right.
accepted. Credits transferred.
You, yeah, you're good.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
So I think that's already today's profit done and settled. Comes kind of quick. A lot of this outer hull can be processed. Only a bit of it here and there actually needs to be furnaced. So if I can take pretty much the rest of this, really, like I'll get some of the interior furniture bits and the asteroids out, but I think the rest of this I might just send into processing if I can. The ship's probably a bit too heavy still for that though. Do what I can. Jesus.
Material deposited.
It's really heavy until it's not. Oh, shit. Come here, you. No, get out of there. Yeah, fine. There, I guess. Into the furnace with you. Pull it. Get it out of there. Ugh. Man, it ain't easy doing this. There. The processing dudes owe me a beer for that. Is it even worth worrying about them?
Material processed.
Oh yeah, not bad.
Caution. Tether supplies running low.
Not bad at all. How did I get you out? I could just melt the rings around actually. Because I plan on keeping a lot of this together.
Salvage destroyed.
Okay, that part I need to keep though. But it's just aluminium. Ain't that much. Well, hold on. If we use this, I can maybe get it. Because we've gotten this out like the proper way before, but I'm being lazy about it now. Yeah. And you are
Salvage secured.
largely processing, except a couple panels here and there.
Your oxygen reserves are low.
Your oxygen's
Excess
low.
carbon dioxide
Okay,
can
give me a
cause
minute.
Damage to LYNX equipment.
Ah. Oops.
Valuable objects processed. Credits awarded.
Outer Worlds is something I also never played. How is it? I heard it's really short.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Oh, restock tethers too while I'm here. It was only something that I was only a little bit interested in it when it was announced. It's like, yeah, I guess so, maybe. I think people were interested in it because of the devs, which isn't really a great sign, because you can't just ride the devs and just assume that everything they make is great. Because sometimes devs fuck up.
Deposit accepted.
Were we okay just ripping you out? Nice and slow. Yeah. 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 And get out of here. Pew.
Salvage
Elder Worlds
secured.
Bethesda 30 plus hours RPG with DLCs, but not that good, but not great. 30 plus hours is longer than I was under the impression of.
Salvage
So this is good to be
deposit
processed.
accepted. Credits transferred.
Hey, okay. Off you go then. And what are these? Oh, just storage bins. These will also get out of here for barge. And then we can throw the rest of this into processing, I think.
Secured. Account credit applied. Object accepted for processing.
We'll see if it lets me. I might have to cut the thing in half.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Eh?
Caution. Tether supplies are low.
Yeah, I don't think we can move this whole thing. Ah, nope, it's going. Really, really slowly. But it is going. What happened to this wall? Was that me? Go. Little easier for you, yeah?
Raw material.
Cutter, there's 5 minutes remaining in this shift. Get in while probably getting good. We wrap.
Yeah, fine. It's just a bit too heavy for the tethers currently. Maybe with some upgrades we can do it a bit better. Or just put a whole stack of 10 tethers on. Might also be in order.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
Warning, tethers depleted. Oxygen reserves are low. Reminder,
Yeah, shit, we're out of tethers.
missed salvage quotas.
How you doing today, Sparkle Lord? I'm from a space country in Western and massive, crushing debt. Is there anything else in life?
Stabilizing.
By putting it on this flat side. Maybe then it can pull a bit better. Because I think I was putting it on like the wrong side of the support beam. So it was like trying to wrap around the strut. Come on, you. Get over there. You know you wanna. I probably gotta separate off more of it. It's going, but will it make it in 2 minutes? Who knows? And then... Ah, I see. That part needs to be processed. I see. Okay. Can this be lifted off now?
Time is winding down, Cutter. Dig deep and let's finish strong.
Yeah. It's getting there. Get the hell over there. Go. Shoot.
Warning, tethers depleted.
Just like unclogging a toilet, kinda, you know? You just gotta press really, really hard. Really shove it in there. Nah, fine. Fine. Don't think I'm going back in for it. We did okay. Although, potentially 150 more. I don't think so. Fine, fine. Tethers. Weak as fuck. So weak. And then 5 people chime in. Actually, they're not that weak. Yeah, but they are, though. But with upgrades, they're good. Yeah, but I don't have upgrades. Speaking of, though, we did hit 6. So... more... that's very expensive. Holy shit. Okay. I'm actually, like, so broke. The more voice characters are kind of no. Makes you feel like you're less alone while cutting up ships. I find them to be kind of annoying. Like, they never shut up. I'm not ready to be spoken to by 100 people yet. I think they start talking to you too early. I think when you start getting up to the higher rank, that's when they ought to be introducing the NPCs to talk to you a bit. Because, like, I'm still trying to focus and learn how to play the game and all that and do stuff, and I got somebody talking about God knows what.
Our friend Lou thinks she's the resident expert on how to deal with a pressurized ship, so I'm gonna let her take the lead on this one.
She'll always give me a hard time, but you know I'm good.
Sure thing, Lou. Take it away.
Okay, hey Rook. Time for the fun stuff. And by fun, I mean incredibly dangerous. There can be lots of pockets of pressurized space throughout a ship. It's best to scan ahead and see what's up. Activate your scanner and let's have a look. Your scanner will show you information about the interior of the ship, including whether a room is pressurized or not. Red is unpressurized and green is pressurized. Essentially, if you make a cut between the two spaces, you'll cause a violent decompression.
The correct term is explosive decompression.
Explosive, same deal. Okay, we don't want to crack into the ship and have it pop. When a ship is pressurized like this, best to go in through the airlock. Use the scanner to locate it.
Over here. Airlock. Oh, actually using doors and stuff.
Now, cycle the airlock to pressurize it. There should be a switch in there. And you're in. Most ships are pressurized, and you can depressurize them using the atmosphere regulator. Should be one just outside. Although, as you'll learn, sometimes there are good reasons to keep the rooms pressurized.
It's like a little aircon unit.
That's all there is to it. Now, sometimes you're gonna have to depressurize the ship violently.
Explosively.
Explosively, if you don't want to get stuck through a 1-inch hull fracture, use your hands to grab onto any nearby surface. Oh, and watch out for differential pressure between areas of the ship. Sometimes compartments can have isolated pressurization systems. Remember, scan ahead. And that about covers it. Good luck out there, Rook. Blue out.
There's a compartment up there? I guess so, like between the wallpaper and the wall, I guess. Data drive. Okay. So, if I were to activate you again then?
Air pressure level increasing.
Now we've got air. And that's grabbing onto something with Z and X. E. Ugh. Magnet hands. Look at us go. Whoa. I am the monster in a horror game now. Oop. Oh shit. Okay. Let's go over here. So, about explosive decompression then. Let's try that out.
Pod pressure levels dropping.
Right. That ain't so wild. Come back. I need you. And you too.
Warning. No tethers remaining. Warning. Fuel levels are low. Fuel supplies are available for purchase at the Master Jack.
Okay, I guess that's nothing. Where'd the hatch go? Gone forever? Gone forever, I think. Okay. Assuming now I can actually access the console. Wouldn't let me before.
Welcome to Vintatron 9000. Thank you for your purchase.
Fuel levels
And tethers.
Have a nice day.
I have no idea where that hatch is. That is just gone. What about that thing way out there? Can I take that apart over there? Like a little satellite thing. Yeah, this is just out of air now. All of it. Nice. I like that. Otherwise, it's similar to the ship we just did.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Sure. Might be happy with that.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
You're nothing I can just rip off anymore. Why is that? Ah. Stuck fast from inside. Interesting. I'm looking forward to being able to just blow up the ship. Just like the most destructive way possible to get our first milestone or something. Looking forward to it. Should be a good time. Always get turned around up here, though. I'm coming, oxygen.
Oxygen reserves are critical.
And they give you a lot of time for the tutorial ones. Like, it only starts when you finish off the objective, but it still gave me like 12 minutes, I think. Longer than normal, isn't it?
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Outer Worlds was just a bit too simple and short for you. Falls flat when compared to New Vegas or Pillars of Eternity in terms of length and complexity and possible outcomes. Well, Pillars of Eternity, that's... I mean, as far as gameplay length goes, that's up there. Is that really a fair comparison?
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Where are the support bits I was originally looking for? Oh man, they're like way... Okay, way in the back here. I don't think I can shove that way. But what are those worth? Yeah, pretty okay amount. Those are worth it. Alright. Just because they're additional effort nowadays, so good to know it's still worth coming in here for all that. And we can see about getting the reactor out as well then. Unless that's a bit of a process now too. Where you going, friend? Come back.
Tucker, you got 5 minutes left in this shift. Knock out that work order before they turn the lights out on you. We were out.
Alright. Next up, reactor.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
And while we're in here, there's still the cap to take off for processing, but sure, it really gets in there. Yeah, that's process, whereas the thruster itself, I think, was barge. So we still gotta take this off. But that's just easy peasy done. I like that. I'm a big fan of that, where it's like I disconnect something and it just like kind of unplugs and pulls out.
Salvage gains observed.
Got a good feel to it overall. You know what else is a long game? Fucking Pathfinder. Just came out recently. Dude, my wife's been playing that for ages, it feels like. There's so much to do on it. when she thought she was getting ready to finish it off and like beat it and all that, it's just like, no, here you go, here's the world map. Like, oh, okay. Like, guess there's a lot of game left, and then she's like sending armies around and stuff like that, and holy hell. $180 hours total so far on your second run. First run took 120 hours. Can see 500 hours. Yeah, it's got so much in it. And then it looks like there's a ton of there's so many classes in the game. It's ridiculous. But it looks like a lot of that stuff you unlock slowly through like replay. Because some of it looked like it needed like a really specific race and like class combo and all that stuff to have, and I don't think all that was available to start. Oops. Oh.
Helmet damage detected.
I bonked my head.
Always budget for
Oh,
helmet repair costs.
mine no.
Oxygen reserves are critical.
Can respec classes at any time,
Oxygen supplies
but there's
are
mystic
available
paths
for
like
purchase
Angel,
in
Demon, etc., which have
chapter
different stories associated. Okay, so maybe that's it. Maybe some of the stuff you just couldn't start the game with.
Welcome to Vintatron 9000. Thank you for your purchase.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Just like new.
Purchase.
Whoa.
Have a nice day.
We have a minute left. So, yeah.
1 minute left, Cutter. Time to start wrapping things up. Weaver out.
Any more furniture for me to pull out quick, maybe? Because I kind of fucked a lot of the ship up with the depressurization. We lost a decent amount with that. It's just drifting off into space somewhere. So, I'm okay with calling this ship done, and we move on to a new fresh ship. And we do it a good-er way.
My wife left me for another guy. Now all that lies ahead is misery and despair. I feel really bad for him. I quit my job after my boss started paying me in vegetables. I could not live off of that celery.
Lith Randall's back. I think that made it at the very last second. Lith Randall's back. Welcome back, Lith Randall. How was the ban? Howdy. Welcome. Wife left me for another guy. Now all that lies ahead is misery and despair. I feel really bad for him. I quit my job after my boss started paying me in vegetables. I couldn't live off that celery. I like the first one. I like the garden path jokes. I think those are good. Good jokes. But like, we got 2 LYNX tokens or whatever from that. Like, you get like a 20th of what you want to be getting. Like, they're just not worth it. Mustil D, you say you were playing Pathfinder Kingmaker recently, but then you wanted to focus on continuing work on your own RPG. I want info when info is available. Weaver got busy and asked me to review your salvage records today. I saw that you snagged an old data drive in that ship. I know that the networks on Earth don't really give you the full picture about what's happening across the colonies, but don't want y'all getting a read on what's actually going on off Earth. These data drives, though, they're uncensored info. They'll give you the full view. Sometimes it's useless junk. Someone's recipes or bad photos flexing in front of the mirror. Other times it's a corporate rail mail or a ship captain's personal log. Anyway, don't tell Weaver this, but I'm sending you some software to extract usable data off these things. You'll see a new data recovery tab in your HAB terminal. Soaking in solar radiation tends to mangle the most of the data, but you should be able to pull a couple intact files off each drive. Yo, I want to report her. Like, goddamn, these people. I just want to work off my debt. I want to live to work. I want to play by the rules here. Glory Torastotska. Ban was frustrating. Couldn't share your awesome jokes. Oh no, yeah, no, I really missed Really missed it, Lithriandel. So, what, my terminal, I imagine? Yeah, data recovery, unverified application. Oh, God. Alright, a data viewer. Alright, cool app. Very nice. Sender undisclosed to group undisclosed. Unverified issue 14 cancel the debt. One of the most prevalent issues regarding workers' rights among shipbreakers is the fight to cancel debt. It's a belief of this union that no shipbreaker deserves to be in debt to the company for the privilege of doing what hard work we do. Shipbreakers are a key part of the very foundation supporting the current age of stellar exploration and expansion, which the company profits heavily from. Our work removes the masses of outdated ships that otherwise clog civilization, transforms them into valuable resources to be used for the construction and manufacturing. It's time we be recognized as an invaluable components of the active progress of our species that we are. We deserve the rights, recognition, dignity, and respect that our profession demands. That includes not tapping us down and blah blah. Cancel the debt, respect workers. Yeah. Report. I gotta turn this shit in. Oh. Alright, start shift. Let's do it. Pathologic 2 made you want to make a Fallout-esque RPG about a little town ravaged by some kind of disaster. Disease, famine, maybe war. Made some research on siege in Leningrad during World War II for some inspiration. Hey, okay. I don't think I played Pathologic 2, did I? It was Pathologic 2. I made a stream about that, didn't I? Just the one, though. I think we only streamed that one day. Pathologic 2. Not 1. Because that was really cool because it seemed like there's, like, time being the most important resource in that game, which is always a cool concept where it's not just a ticking timer. But if you want to do certain things, you got to get there at a certain time. And you run out of time doing stuff if you spend too much in, like, unnecessary areas where not everything is actually worth doing. Some of the stuff is really just a time kill. And it was really neat to see that, and the game kind of changing a bit as you play, depending on what you do and don't do. It opens up a lot of opportunities. It's something that I want to play more of one of these days. Because I quite enjoyed it for that first stream, but I forget what else we were playing at the time. But like, not being able to do everything at once, but also depending, like, everything is just a big series of quest chains, and if you miss the prerequisite of the chain, you can't obviously do that chain, so that's just locked out. But you were able to do other things, though. You know, like it starts off, I think you have to visit your father. I feel like if you go there, like, literally straight away, like, as soon as you can.
For Hopsqueak, my sister told me to take the spider route instead of killing him. So we went in a bar. Had a few beers, it was fun.
We had that.
It turns out he was a web designer who can drink 5 gallons of gas and be unharmed. Jerry can, D.
Jerry can. Ah, the second one's new. The first one we already had. Put him back in the closet, please. Not to put him in here. I don't want him in here. Thank you, Lithriandel. But yeah, like, if you visit your dad straight away, I think you get a different kind of path to go down. I'm sure it converges at the same point eventually anyway. Like, you go to What's-Her-Butt's house. That's where we had left off. And there's that naked chick outside. I think it converges there at some point anyway, regardless. But if you spend a bunch of time fucking around and exploring and all that, things get locked off eventually. So it's really good because you don't know to what scope things are different. While it's probably a little bit shallow and a bit flat, you still don't know, and the not knowing makes it that much more interesting. Pathologic 2, yeah. It was something Pinter wanted me to play, I think. And I checked it out, and I'd like to return to that. Maybe we pick that back up one of these days. It looked really nice. The big Guan too. I think we go for the Javelin tanker. We unlocked the Javelin, and we've yet to do one, I think. But next page. Yeah, shit, look at that. This has got 3 power cells, a class 1 reactor, and a thruster class 2. A lot of stuff in it. Well, hold on. Yeah, I can't do 6 yet. 6.7 million bucks in this guy. Mwah! That's 12 shifts worth of money in this. Doing it. You worked on Pathologic too? Seriously? Wow, that's awesome. What aspect did you do on it? Well, I gotta play it again then. We got, holy shit, this is a bit large. We gotta pick it up again then. Started as a scripter. Ah. I don't know if they still watch, but there's one of the devs behind the X series of games was watching me for a while. Actually sent me like all of the X games, which is kind of cool. It's neat to have some game devs around. So huge fucking tankers on this. I think we're okay just to get them off. They're sort of connected together and housed in this frame. The outer one we can easily get out.
Special? Take a look at that rail gate.
The what?
Times I see that railgate fire, it never ceases to amaze me.
Can I salvage it?
Could be you one day.
What is this? It's a cut point, but I don't think I want to cut it. It's separation at the top and bottom here, by the looks of it, according to the arrows on it. If we can believe the arrows. But all this gets barged, though. Oh, no, okay. I think I do have to get rid of that just so I can disconnect the tank itself from this whole sheath. I know, right? Believe the arrows. I know. I'm such a sucker. Truthfully, though, I am like that sometimes, where the game will be, like, circling something and red, and I'll be like, but I don't know. I don't think I'm moving that at all, but I think it's free. I'm gonna say it's free, and I'm gonna rip the damn thing down to the barge and see what happens. Looks good.
Caution. Tether supplies are low.
Geronimo! That is all barge, right? Yeah, okay. Even like pod clamps and stuff in there is barge too. Nice. So the center one could be a bit of a trick.
Salvage deposit accepted.
Especially since this is... Okay, this section we can get out. We have to see about getting through the processing area here, though. Which... Yeah, let's disconnect this guy quick and see about that. It looks like the center frame can be removed, and then we cut through the side and we can pull it out then. I'm a big fan of the idea of like, here's a big panel and you cut out a square shaped hole into it to pull stuff through. Big fan of that. I think that's why I like the thruster so much. It's just like one big socket that I'm pulling out. Right, and those clamps out there, that's something else. So I think you're okay too. Roll on out of there. Have a third. Yeah. Disconnect the good part of the frame that needs to be processed from the poopy part of the frame that can be furnaced. And since it can be furnaced, we can also cut through it. Ah, I got a little greedy.
Keep an eye on it. You don't want to be dangling in the wind with busted tools. When you see it happening, head on back to the hab and use a repair kit to fix them up.
There we go. Gotta go back to the hab to repair stuff though. Sadness. But the bit with the furnace though, we can at least cut through that with a vertical cutter and stuff. A vivisectionist? That sounds great.
Please contact your plan administrator to add asphyxiation coverage.
That also gets barged? Holy shit. So much of the ship just wants to be barged. This is one I think we could just dunk the whole damn thing into the barge down below. They don't want this recycled. They want to keep using it forever. Be very careful with these cuts though. Holy shit. Like I said, be very careful with these cuts.
Valuable object processed. Credit.
Hey, sound got processed. The door got processed, turns out. So there's that. So what do we got left here then?
Deposit accepted.
Yeah, it's not connected back here. So like, cutting like this, I love. I don't really want to use the focused cutter just to melt a structure. I want to like really actually slice it. Well, we made our way in as well. It's just so much more fun of a tool.
Raw material processed. Credits deposited.
So we've got the processing frame. We disconnect the bits down here and there, because that's no longer connected to something. Then we should be all right. Like, can I even use this tool for this? Oh yeah, I can. Satisfying. All right. I just got to be careful where I'm aiming, because yeah, it goes through. That's the downside of it. Fuel clamp, the inner furnace bit. Processing bit.
Salvage deposit accepted.
Get out of here.
Credits transferred.
It's just a frame, so it might not be too heavy. But you need to be furnace. I'm not sure how that's gonna work. Will you pull through? Ish?
Warning. No tethers remaining.
Ish? Sorta? Come on, unhook. You can do it. I believe. Get out of there.
Salvage destroyed. Please avoid damaging valuables.
Storage bin. Well, we got a raging fire inside? I wouldn't be surprised. Okay. We good.
All right, Cutter, you got
The decoupling between these two are a little bit of a trick, but
Pitter patter. We wrap.
we got there. Barge complete with connector. You're welcome.
Account credit applied.
Mineral space junk. Make the janitor's job a bit easier. Oh, there you go. What about like a cleanup crew that goes out and cleans debris after these assholes like wreck everything? What about that? That's something I'd be interested in.
Deposit accepted.
A tool like that should have the option to change the length of the beam. You kind of can't extend it. You can kind of pull it to you a bit. It's not quite the same. I don't know why I can disconnect the two. I guess to make it a bit lighter, but
Your oxygen reserves
I think
are
I
low.
broke the antenna.
Note that excess carbon dioxide can cause damage to LYNX equipment.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.